What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Talkin' Bowls with Beer. I'm your host, Matt Beer. It's been a little bit, and I do apologize for that for the ones that look forward to me talk about this team, if you want to call it that. Um, I did not get a chance to do the games from Toronto to, I guess, the Knicks, and then previewing the Cavs game. I just been really busy, with work and then, doing some other videos and stuff. It really did take a lot of time out of my day. Plus, I did leave town quite a bit, especially on the weekend. Sunday, for example, I did go to Indianapolis to watch that Colts and Broncos game, which was a really good game all around. So I did that, and then I was just out of town on Saturday, and it was a nightmare. But anyway, I'm going to be or not previewing, I should say. I'm going to be reviewing the most recent Bulls and Cavaliers game that took place yesterday. And this is something that makes me upset. To be honest, there is maybe one thing in this game that made me go, okay, at least there's that. One thing, and that's it. I think a lot of people before the season started thought, okay, the Bulls, they'll be a playoff team. They'll be, like a 7 or 8 seed in the, East. They're not going to be like the top 3 in the East or anything like that, but they'll at least be number 8 or number 7 in the East when it comes to playoff time. Maybe they'll win a couple games, maybe they'll even advance around, but there's no way they win the finals. But hey, they took a step in the right direction. That's what we thought. The key piece, the thing that was missing, point guard, Kobe White. He's going to be the guy. We got our guy. Bulls are going to be great. Bulls are going to be good. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to dominate. Oh, yeah, here we go. Thad Young, great signing. Satoransky, pretty good signing right there. Could be a solid backup for the future. Things are looking bright, right? Wrong. Here's the thing about this team. And before I go into the thing I'm upset about, I guess I could throw in this. The one thing I was somewhat not upset with, in a way, where I was like, okay, maybe improvement is coming, is Otto Porter Jr. getting 15 points in the game. This was the first time he scored more than 10 points in a game. He currently averages 8.8 points a game. He averages 3.4 rebounds and just 1 assist. This is the only game where he got more than 10 points, and he got 15. So, not where I want him to be, but hey, at least he got more than 10 points. At least he got more than 9. This season's a disaster. And here's the thing that makes me upset more than anything, is this team blows leads like no other. They right now could be 4-1, 3-2 at the absolute worst. Had a 20-point lead at one point against the Knicks. They were up around 20 points against them. In the fourth quarter, they still had a 10-point lead. And then they blow that game. Their first game had the lead going to the fourth. Loses the game by 2. Obviously, I didn't think they were going to beat the Raptors. I did not think that was going to happen. I thought if they were going to lose any game in these first few games, it would be the Raptors. Nope. They also lose to the Hornets, the Cavaliers, and the Knicks. When you lose to the Knicks like they did, there are problems, and they need to be addressed ASAP. Otto Porter Jr. needs to get his act together. If he goes back to that 8 points a game, 4 points a game type of guy, get rid of him. Trade him for a piece of dirt. I don't care. He has been awful this year. He has been awful. He's been terrible. This is the first time where he wasn't bad as far as points goes. I mean, what is wrong with this team? Is it a mental thing? Seriously, it's like they don't have the guts, they don't have the heart to win. That's the thing that makes me upset. Because if they were 1-4 and they didn't blow a lead, okay, whatever. I'm fine with that. But they blew a lead. I mean, yeah, flashy plays are nice and all. Seeing Zach LaVine steal the ball on the Knicks and only take one dribble and then one step and dunk it in from the half court line. Okay, yeah, that was a cool highlight. But they still lost. Zach LaVine could score 98 points. Hell, he could score 101 points and break the record. You lose, it does not matter. It does not matter at all. And I can't even complain about Felicio. He hasn't even played at all. God, you gotta love him. I would love to beat Felicio right now. Yeah, our team is 1-4, but hey, I could sit on the bench, just wear a nice little suit, and get paid $10 million a year. I would love to be him. But as a fan of the Bulls, I hate that. Because we're wasting money on somebody who's not going to play. At all. When we could add people. But whatever. Contract ends, he'll be gone. Whatever. Enjoy it while it lasts, Felicio. Hell, I hope you saved your money. That way you can live in Chicago if you want to. And you don't even have to play anymore unless a team is willing to sign you. That'd be cool. So there's that. Kobe White, his points per game has dropped. He was getting like 20 points a game. He was getting like, 19, 18 points. His last couple games, he's gotten under 10 points. And if he was starting, if he was Sadaransky, if that's how you say his last name, if he was him and he was starting and whatnot, I would be upset too. But listen, he's coming off the bench. I want him to score more. But whatever. The thing that more disappoints me with Kobe White is his assist. They need to go up. There's that. Marketing got 16 points. His last few games, pretty poor, you could say. Wendell Carter, 15 points a game. Not bad. LaVine getting 16 points in this one. No rebounds, though. But he did get 2 assists. I wish those points were up more. I need him to score at least 25 points a game. 20 to 25. Score somewhere in that area because that would be nice. Because let's say he gets 20 points. Okay, they still lose by 2. Maybe the game changes. I don't know. But I do wish he had that. Sadaransky only getting 8 points. I mean, it's ridiculous. He did get 8 assists. I'll give him that. So if you're not going to score a lot, please get more assists. But hey, 8 assists, whatever. You're at least doing something. And the other thing, I can't believe I didn't think about this when I said one of the only things I was happy with or was fine with. This I was actually happy with. Thaddeus Young, he's been really good for the Bulls this year. He got 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist in this game. Coming off the bench, that's what I want from him. If he can score a couple more points a game, awesome. If not, whatever. 14 points, that's fine with me. He's been doing good. He's been putting the work in. I do really like that we have him here for as long as we do, and I hope we can keep him here for a while longer too. But yeah, I was really impressed. Let's go to the Cavaliers. I'll get a couple of these guys real quick. Tristan Thompson, he gets 23 points, had a pretty good day from scoring. 23 points, had 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and I believe he led all the players that actually played in this game in scoring, both Chicago and Cleveland players. Colin Sexton got 18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, whatever. Darius Garland, he was drafted. He was actually somebody I was kind of curious about with the Bulls. Maybe we could draft him. I'm glad we didn't draft him because he's kind of starting slow. But he did get 8 points, or 9 points. I misspoke for a second. He got 9 points in the game. He got 1 rebound, 3 assists. Okay, cool, whatever. But Kevin Love had a game, especially on the rebounding. He had 17 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists. That'd be nice for one of our guys to get 20 rebounds. I know Marketing got pretty close. He had 17 against the Hornets. But, it is what it is. So, yeah. As far as the season goes, I've been very upset. Because, like I said, the Bulls are blowing games. They easily could be 3-2 right now. Easily 3-2. Maybe 4-1, depending on how this game went. 4-1, not out of the realm of possibility. 3-2 should be no matter what. 1-4 is ridiculous. And I'm telling you what, if this team does not improve, and if we don't start going on a winning streak or whatever, changes are going to happen. Put Otto Porter Jr. on the trade line. Put him up for grabs. See if a team wants to trade for him. He has not been doing anything for us. We'll trade him for, I don't know, a player or, draft picks or whatnot. I don't know. But I think a lot of people going into this season was expecting good things from him. And the fact that he's not really doing anything kind of makes me upset, to say the least. So hopefully that improves, because he really needs to improve. Because right now, this Bulls team is a disaster. This is a joke. We are, at this moment, no matter what, we are the worst team in the NBA. Just like many people say, your record represents the talent of you. You're only as good as your record. That's the saying. Your record will determine the quality of the team as a whole. Yeah, you could have, I don't know, LeBron James on a team. But if they win 20 games at most, they're still a terrible team. It doesn't matter. They're still a terrible team. So the Bulls being 1-4, losing to teams they should beat, is unacceptable. I am not among the people that say, let's fire Garpax, that whole thing you see on the comments on Facebook, or, anywhere in general when it involves the Bulls, and you have Bulls fans going there saying, fire the GM and everybody there. Look, I'm going to be in the minority. I would say not yet. Yeah, I know last year was a bust, and the year before wasn't that great. We had injuries. That hurt. Markkanen was hurt. If he was healthy 2 years ago, I think Bulls would have made the playoffs because they were only down like a game or two. So they would have made the playoffs last year. I don't think would have mattered. It was a joke of a year. But let's look at the past. Look what these guys have brought to the Bulls. Derrick Rose, drafted him. Noah, drafted him. And Noah ended up being pretty solid for us. They put together that team that, honestly, if Rose did not get hurt in the playoffs when he was on that team, I can't remember what year it was. It was, 2012, I think it was? 2011, 2012, I think that was the season, when Derrick Rose went down with the ACL injury or whatever. Honestly, they put that team together, which means, and I truly believe this, if Rose was healthy, I think the Bulls would have went to the finals. I really do. And yeah, okay, we did have 2, and it's looking like 3 bad years. But we were a playoff team consistently. I mean, look at all these teams around the league. Like, look at Phoenix. They're not always playoff teams. Look at the Knicks. The Knicks. Until this year, look at the Lakers. For like 6 years, look at the Lakers. I mean, at least the Bulls, 2 years, didn't make the playoffs. Not looking good this year so far, but it is early. They've done good things, so I don't think it's their problem. It's the players. It's the coaching. That is the issue. That's why I'm not among the people that says we need to fire Garpax. That's why I'm not of the opinion. Jim Boylan needs to get his act together and needs to put these guys in gear and coach them to finish a game. Because they can't finish games. They still can't play defense. Every team is scoring, 110 points? At least? This defense is awful. Perimeter D is terrible. If you put somebody like Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, whatever, you put some of the top tier, power forward centers down low, they're going to score. And here's the thing, we can have a 20-point lead in the fourth with 5 minutes left, and this team will blow it. They'll find a way to blow it. So it's not the ownership. It is not the general manager. It is the coaching. It is the players. The players need to get in their head and need to be taught and coached not to give up. Always hold on. Keep that foot on the pedal. Because if you don't do that, you're going to lose. 100% without a doubt. Jim Boylan needs to get his act together. Because If he doesn't do anything, he is fired at the end of the year, and I can almost guarantee that. If not this year, 100% next year. But it should be this year if he does not fix this. Okay? Look, he got brought on pretty early on. I would say at least quarter of the way through the year. He was attached. He was the assistant coach. Cool. Some people wanted him gone. I said, let's wait a year. Let's give him a full year to put together his plan, to put together the plays that he's going to call. Let's see how he makes this team. I think they can make a playoff run. And who knows, they might still be able to. They have the talent on the starting lineup. It's a young, talented it's a very young, talented starting five. If Jim Boylan cannot get this team to the playoffs, if the Bulls lose 52 games, Jim Boylan's gone. I'm calling it right now. If the Bulls cannot win more than 30 games this year, Jim Boylan will not be the coach of the Bulls. He will be fired and somebody else will be brought in. I don't know who. Probably somebody from college, because that's what everybody does, because that totally works out right. Doesn't really work out. Yeah, it worked out in Boston. Didn't work out in Chicago. It's not working out so far in Cleveland, although it is early. So we'll see. I don't know what the Bulls have to do. Clearly, it's something in their head. Clearly, they're not being coached how to close out games properly. Hey, Zach LaVine, you said you want to improve your defense and you want people to stop saying that you can't play defense, right? Improve your defense. How about that? You're still not good. Zach LaVine's still not good on the defensive end. If he was, I almost would think the Bulls would make, I don't know, maybe LaVine would make a MVP push. Because he can score. He can. He can kind of move the offense through him. He can do that. He's really good offensively. If he improved his defense to be 80% of what his offense is, he's one of the most deadly players. But because his defense is lackluster and is not perfect or is not even good all the time, because of that, he's not going to be considered that. So we need to improve the defense. And we need to close out games. Because if we don't close out games, we're going to lose every single game. Plain and simple. These are not college players. These are not high school players. Hell, this is not a G League, D League, or any of that. This is the NBA. The best players in the world play in the NBA. It doesn't matter what team you're on. You still have NBA talent. So if the Bulls cannot close out a game and cannot figure it out and be able to actually hold on to their lead, because even that win against the Grizzlies, that was a close game. Probably could have blew that too. But if they don't fix it, this team might not win 25 games. This team may not win 20 games. And if that's the case, to me, this would be the most disappointing team in the NBA in quite a while. So, coaching needs to improve. Defense needs to improve. Closing out games needs to improve. Otto Porter Jr. needs to improve. Kobe White needs to score more than 8 points. Marketing needs to get about 20 points. LaVine needs to get 20 to 25 points. Carter needs to get about 15 to 20 points. Satoransky needs to get more than 10 points a game. Also needs to get more than 10 assists a game. And then Thaddeus Young needs to play like he is right now. I'll tell you what, Corvette, I believe that's his name. Luke Corvette, Bulls backup center for now. He actually didn't look too bad. Scored 9 points. That's pretty good for him. I'm actually quite surprised about him. So that was good and all. So it's been about 20 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go. This has been quite possibly the longest one we have yet. I am hoping Daniel Gafford gets healthy soon. I don't know how long he's out exactly. I've been saying, why isn't Boylan playing him? Well, it's because he got hurt, and I didn't realize that. So, yeah, I do apologize to people that go to me for, trustworthy Bulls news. Talking about the Bulls and whatnot, being 100% trustworthy. I do apologize for that. So I don't know when he's coming back, but I hope it's soon because we need something. We need a spark. We need something. And I think he has that in him. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be previewing the Bulls and Detroit Pistons game tomorrow before the game tips off. It's going to be fun. And this uploads on Halloween. So I do want to say happy Halloween to everybody. Hope it's a good one. I know in my area it's going to be snowing tonight. So trick-or-treating actually got moved to Friday. So that means I'll be at my grandmother's house with the family watching Chicago Bulls basketball. And no, we're not watching Halloween movies because November 1st means no Halloween. It just means Thanksgiving and getting ready for Christmas and spending all the money. So that's going to be fun. But thank you guys for listening. Sorry again for not having a podcast in quite a while. I'm still working on trying to get TMG Entertainment or the TMG Experience going again. I just got to find something. So once I do, trust me, it's coming. So thank you all for listening. That was weird. Thank you all for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. And all that good stuff. So yeah, catch you later.